Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sing With Me. I am Wei-En Chan, a professional countertenor, and today we're going to talk about breathing, specifically the breath cycle. When you breathe, you have an inhalation and exhalation. And this forms two important parts of a cycle that we are all really familiar with. When singing, we want to fine-tune this natural cycle and make sure that it operates in the smoothest way possible. That your body is nice and soft and flexible and ready to respond to whatever the next breath needs to be. Whether it needs to be a quick inhalation or a slow inhalation. Whether the exhalation needs to be quick or slow or gentle. It really depends on the artistic requirements of whatever phrase you're dealing with. So I want you to pay attention once again to what happens in between. This idea of in between comes back over and over again in my lessons. You've probably paid a lot of attention to prolonging your breath and in the exhalation part and about inhaling more air maybe, or a different quality of air, drinking in the air, lots of different ideas. But I want you to pay attention specifically to the two turning points in the breath cycle. And by turning points, I mean the points where the breath changes from an exhalation to an inhalation and back again. So these 2 points are a very, very important part of the cycle that I want you to pay attention to today. You're just going to draw a circle in front of you, a breath circle in front of you, and you're going to think about how this breath circle is very nice and round and it's smooth and it's continuous and it doesn't break. And so just try that for a few rounds. And pay attention the next time you arrive at one of these 2 points. What is your body doing? Is it cramped? Or is it nice and open? Nice and relaxed. The muscles are just chilling out. After the exhalation, it's just chilling out, it's not trying to squeeze anymore. After the inhalation, it's just suspended, it's not trying to suck in anymore, it's not eager to squeeze out any more air, it's just enough. There's no fighting. Try to see if you can find this very nice and non-struggling kind of turning point. And breathe a few times, maybe slow down the breath cycle. Maybe make it smaller for now if you find that this makes you a bit dizzy. Have a chair nearby if you need to. And you try it a few times and notice what is your body doing. What is it doing in this breath cycle? And once you have noticed what it has done, sing a phrase that requires you to breathe in between. And I want you to notice when you're breathing in between this phrase whether or not those tendencies come back. And if they do, and they are not so helpful tendencies like clamping down on the body because you're running out of breath and you're eager to inhale a new breath, see if you can just imagine the phrase with the breath cycle, and when you reach the part where you have to take a new breath, can it just be relaxed? Can it just chill out and do nothing? Just hang out and turn. You shouldn't have to feel like you have to suck any air in. The ribs just open and air goes in on its own. You shouldn't have to go. Yeah? So try that with your song and see whether this newfound breath cycle awareness can be translated into your breathing throughout an entire piece. And trust me when I say this exercise is super, super helpful. You will find spots where you're very pleased about how you use your breath, and you'll find spots where you go, oh wow, I did not know I was really just clamping out all those breathing muscles as I went through the cycle. So keep the cycle nice and soft and flowy, continuous. It never suspends really, it keeps moving. So even in the points of suspension, the cycle is still turning. The muscles are just taking time to turn with regards to the way that they're being used. Inhale, exhalation. inhalation, exhalation. And so keep this idea in mind as you do the breath cycle just on the breath, and then as you do the breath cycle through a vocalise or a song that you're working on at the moment. Right, so leave your comments at the bottom of this video. I want to hear back from you. I want to know whether this works for you, whether you're struggling with some stuff, whether it's strange, whether there are still parts that confound you. Let me know and I'll be quite happy to answer your questions. Until next time.